1, 2, 3, 4, a 1. Hey everyone, welcome back to Music with Ryan. Thank you for joining me. This week's feature lesson, we're going to take a look at a fingerstyle composition I've entitled Easy Travis Style Lesson in the Key of C. I've got two arrangements written up for it, so a very basic beginning fingerstyle or Travis style arrangement. We're going to have a nice easy melody to help you kind of get the hang of that thumb in the bass, okay? So we're going to be definitely doing all that alternate bass movement. And then the second time through, we're going to add some ornamentations and spice up that melody a little bit, just so it, have a little bit more fun, be a little bit more expressive with that, okay? So if you're looking to get into fingerstyle or Travis style picking, this will be a great lesson to start learning to do so, okay? Now, if you want to access the full-length version, just click the link down there below. It will shoot you onto my website. This lesson is going to come with over 40 minutes of video, downloadable PDF tabs, and 3 audio backing tracks that kind of help you work your speed up. Now, if you really like the way I teach and approach learning, and you like my song selection, learn about being a premier member at the site for a monthly, quarterly, or yearly fee. You can access this lesson and over 350 videos just like it, all 3 of my courses, and the video exchange program. All right, so give it a look if you feel like I might be a good fit for you as an instructor. For now, we're going to start walking through the first few measures of the beginning arrangement for Easy Travis Style Lesson in the Key of C. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy. All right, let's go ahead and start walking through this arrangement entitled Easy Travis Style Lesson in the Key of C. And again, I have 2 arrangements. We're going to work on the first one, the more basic and beginning arrangement. I'm going to play these first 4 measures here and break it all down for you real slow. Now, the markings below the staff are the right hand indicators there, and I use a term called PIMA, and it's more of a classical way to mark the score, but essentially it means P means thumb, I means index, M means middle, and A means ring, finger, okay? And that's how I mark up the right hand fingerings there below the staff. So let me play those first few measures and we'll break it down. So it starts on beat 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Do it again. 3, 4, 1. Okay, so we have a little kind of a very classic walk into the C chord there, 3 quarter notes, and 3rd fret on the low E, open A, and then 2nd fret on the A. 1, boom, dun, dun. And we get to the C chord for measure 2. We're going to pinch the A string 3rd fret with the open G. You can finger your whole C chord over there, and again, you're going to pinch thumb and index on the A and the G string, and then the thumb's going to come down to the D, and the index is going to pinch. You're going to pinch it with the index on the G string again, and then open G again, thumb on the A, and then again pinching the D and the G. So that measure, 1, 2, and 3, 4. Again, go. So just a couple things about this measure. We won't have to cover these down the line here, but of course we're doing kind of a Travis style finger picking thing, and so we're going to be alternating the bass, and the thumb is going to be doing that, and in this measure it's going from the A and the D string, right? And when we get to where we have a couple measures of C, then we'll add in the low string, the low 3rd fret string there. But this is just one measure of C, and so I'm just sticking to the A, D, A, D. And so, of course, with Travis style picking, that's a big part of it, right? Just getting the thumb to do the alternate bass and being confident about that the whole time. So then I put the melody on top, of course, and in the middle there we have a little tie, right? You see a note in parentheses. So we don't play that note or pluck it. Really, it just needs to ring into beat 3 in this case. And we're going to see a lot of this where we need the melody note to ring through the measure or ring through beats 3 and 4, whatever it may be. But 1, 2, and 3. And it's just the thumb on beat 3, but you hear the open G is ringing on through. Okay? And that's really all it means. To ring, to hold. And again, we're not going to play it if it's in parentheses. So, okay, and then carrying on to measure 3, we're going to go to the G chord. We're going to pinch low string and G string. Okay, so 1, and then pinch the D and the G. And then a few 8th notes in a row here. Low string, open G. And the thumb's going to do 2-0 pull on the D. And then land on the 3rd fret A. Back to the C chord, of course. So that measure exactly 3, 4. I went on one beat there, but 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1. Measure 4, I pluck that 3rd fret A, then I go to the D string, and then a couple 8th notes here, low string on the 3rd fret, open G, D string, open G. So, and that's a great little pattern right there in measure 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1. That's a very versatile and useful pattern. And so getting that down, practicing that all by itself, even that measure, would be good practice just to kind of get the general Travis style picking down a little bit if you're new to it. So let me play all 4 of those measures now in a little context now so you can hear it all go by. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Last time, ready, go, 1. So last thing I'll mention too is when we play these fingerstyle pieces, you want to be aware of the melody, and I want to bring those melody notes forward just a little bit, and that's a little bit more nuanced and a little bit more advanced technique, but I want you to be thinking about it. So in doing so, I have to know, well, what is the melody? So in this case, the melody is rather simple in this first arrangement, and if I start on measure 2, it's the open G string. So 1, 2, and 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1. That's the melody. So a lot of open G, right? 1, 2, and 4, 1, 2. Yep. So there is my melody, and so you want to know what that is so that you can begin to kind of bring that forward a little bit so that can be heard a little bit more than the bass notes. And again, the melody's simple here at the beginning arrangement. Okay, so let's move forward here to the next 4 measures. Put them up on the screen there, 5, 6, 7, and 8. They sound like this. 2, ready, go. So measure 5 is pretty easy, right? We're just doing the alternate bass there, nothing, no melody really, just A string, D string, low string 3rd fret, and then D string. And that's obviously the most basic form, right? So make sure that you have, just even getting that measure, if you're having troubles with it, measure 5 is the utmost basic way to do the alternate bass for C chord. Then we go to the next measure, 6. We pinch the A and the B. And then we pinch the D and the B. And the B string again. And then low string 3rd fret. And then down to the D string. So, again, go. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Notice there's that tie right in the middle, right? The B string 1st fret, I want it to ring into beat 3. Okay, and you can hear that. And going on, measure 7. A string, and then pinching the D and the B, then pinching the A in the B, pinching again the D in the B, and then open B string here. Okay, I'm going to get to that melody note on the and of beat 4, and we're going to see that a lot in this style of music. And right here it is, and we'll do it, throughout the piece a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. And then it'll be low string 3rd fret back to the G chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. So hopping back to the G in measure 8. So when I hop back to the G chord, measure 8 there, as you notice the B string, I want it to ring into the downbeat of measure 8, right? There's the tie, know them in parentheses. So then it's just the thumb on the low string, and then on the open D. And then here's a little pattern here we'll see again. G string, G note, low E, open G, 2nd fret D, open G. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. So let me put all 4 of those measures together for you. Starting at measure 5, 2, 3, 4. To measure 9 there. Do it one more time, nice and easy. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the last thing I'll mention, kind of about some technique stuff, is that, so for measure 6, I have some 8th notes, right? We'll have more 8th notes in the second arrangement, but 1, 2. Now, when you play the beat 2, measure 6, this one, and then the very next note, you can either choose to double up the finger in the right hand or alternate the finger in the right hand when you kind of have back-to-back 8th notes. It's not the end of the world when pieces are easy or slower. Usually, when we get up to fast tempos, especially again, I kind of come from a little bit more of a classical background, you want to alternate those fingers. At the end of the day, if you're going to be playing fingerstyle, you want to be able to use all 3 of these fingers over here index, middle, ring, kind of whenever, however. Typically some students, one of the other fingers dominates, right? And sometimes that happens to me a little bit, no doubt. But I try to be versatile and be able to use all three fingers kind of anytime. So, I'm using my middle there, of course, which makes a lot of sense. And then I use my index on that and of beat 2. 1, 2, and 3. And then if I go on, I clip that open B string with my index. And it should be written there below the tab, right? But I just want to let you know, sometimes I do double up. And I realize that, so I'm trying to, really be conscious about alternating my right hand, because to me it flows a little bit better. So you have a little leeway, I feel like, but I have the markings there for a reason as well. I think you'll be a little bit more efficient and it'll flow a little better. So yeah, let's move on to the next few measures when you are ready. A 1